People are going to make the purchase. They're going to buy the car. If they made the decision mentally to buy a specific car, they will do it. It's just a question, are you the dealership where they make the purchase? And are you the one who is standing out with their online presentation?
Hi guys,
Hey,
Amaury.
happy to talk with you today. The goal is trying to understand what the car dealers could do better in order to showcase their inventory the best way online. Are you seeing anything that is currently not done properly by car dealers when it comes to listing their used car inventory online?
We see a big shift in the market, in the German market especially, since margins are shrinking and costs getting higher. Dealerships have to find a way to get more efficient. The most things I see from my perspective on the market is that they're not consistent in how they showcase the cars they have online. The quality of the images is not ideal, and the way how they present everything could be better, but the interesting part is how fast do they get their cars online?
on top of what you said, the biggest disconnect I see across the other markets is the disconnect in effort. So the effort that's being placed in the physical loss versus the effort that's being put on the imagery process and the image quality itself. That's common across most of the markets, especially in the UK and elsewhere.
You put imagery in the storefront, but where does that come? Because some people could think that if the cars are properly refurbished and with a good price, they would eventually be sold online. So why do you consider that imagery is key in that process?
It's the simple fact that it's a split second that takes place when a person scrolls past multiple thumbnails and decides to click on one specific image, and that's a subconscious decision that's being made. So no matter how much planning or how much work goes into preparing the website, putting a great description down, all of that is completely ignored in those instantaneous seconds that a person's scrolling through the PSOD.
You never get a second chance for a good first impression, so you have to be on point on the first impression you give to a potential customers to get the most out of the cars you sell. You can always sell them cheap, but you won't have any margin. So the first point where you can really gain leverage is the online presentation.
But by the time those images go onto the various marketplaces, you can't detect any brand consistency across them. You've got one image from one store has got a particular setting. You've got different lighting. You've got all the vehicles that are outside in different weather. So you've lost all of the brand imaging completely. And there's been a lot of work and effort that's been placed into creating a better brand identity, but it's completely lost by the time those images end up online.
And this is a huge point where dealerships are for the most part not really aware of how long is it going to take when a car gets delivered and how fast it's advertised online. The time in between, how long is it specifically? For the most part, a lot of dealers don't really know how long it is. And this is a point again where you can get and gain a lot of leverage to really have a look on how much time does an employee spend on getting the pictures done, and you can save a lot of time in this area. And for the most part, dealerships are, in Germany at least, not really aware of the time you can save on that and the cost in that.
Glenn, if you were speaking to a dealership right now, how would you kind of convince them or reason with them to approach this from a strategic mindset?
People are going to make a purchase. They're going to buy the car. If they made the decision mentally to buy a specific car, they will do it. It's just a question, are you the dealership where they make the purchase? And are you the one who is standing out with their online presentation or not? Because they will give the money to one of the dealers. It's just a question, is it you or not? Presentation on the cars you put online is the biggest factor of the subconscious decision. This is the one thing dealerships have to mentally understand, that this is the part where the money is made, basically, to be honest. Yeah.
What do you think of listing with no pictures or the coming soon generic image we may see sometimes?
It's extremely common. It's very, very common that you find this, and I think that this shows that at the moment, because there's no centralized tool or centralized workflow in terms of merchandising vehicles, you've got people who are moving fast to try and get a stock advertised, to try and get something listed, but because they're relying on human workflows, if those images aren't captured or for whatever reason aren't available at that point, then you have these consumer images. Most of the dealerships need is they really need a centralized partner who can take care of this end-to-end workflow completely.